What up, y'all?
Good morning.
It has been a very, very farmy week for us. We have not really left the property at all. Had our work really cut out for us with a lot of farm animals with needs and other random stuff. This is going to be kind of a random episode.
So it's farm life. You never know what you're going to get on any given day. So this episode is all over the place.
So yeah, we're going to take you down to the bottom of the property and show you the finished product of the fencing project, which we're super excited about. We're going to dig up some malanga. We're going to go in the kitchen with Cecilia and make arroz con pollo and probably some other interesting parts of daily life around here. So stick around and we hope you enjoy this episode. It is time to take the cows for the first time down to this new pasture that we created. So that project is done, and that means it's also time for this new baby Luna, to learn to walk on a rope. It is not intuitive for them, and but it actually went okay. This is our first time walking the baby this far, and we have arrived. So Blanca and Luna are the first to go into this pasture, and we're about to go and get all the others and bring them down too. And they're gonna help us to maintain this whole lower part of the property. It's a part that we've had a really hard time getting down to it and managing it because it's so far away from the house, but now we can. And this pretty much means that we have electric fencing on the whole farm now. So woo! Making progress. Blanca, come on. Please, come on. There we go. Miss cooperation, she always has been. Here you are. We're gonna leave that face mask on you today, Blanca. Pepe says you need to get used to it. Huh?
Face mask.
I don't know what else to call it. What do you call it? A halter. Or is it a bridle? That halters went around like the chest and the back, huh?
Bridle is what goes in the mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
All right, y'all. We'll be back with everyone else very shortly. Y'all enjoy and settle in. Venga, venga, vacas! Venga, venga, lanis! This is what we have to do to get the animals to come so that they are very slowly, so that we don't have to go all the way over there to get them. Sometimes it works faster if they know that we have grains, but today they're not sure. We're trying to trick them by banging on the water jug. Oh, here they come. Venga, venga, venga. We got grains for you. Just kidding, no we don't. Come get your grains, come get your treats, come get your food. I know it's not good to lie, but you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, and they'll forget very quickly about the whole thing. Venga, 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 venga. Hola, Alanis. Thank you for coming. Muchas gracias. Go over there. Pepe will take care of you. Actually, I'm the one who's taking care of you. I have a rope. Everyone else, go to Pepe. Pepe is getting sucked into the quicksand. The swamp of sadness. Hold on, Alanis. Wow, what a shit show. Ah. Can we all just pass through this portal, please? Go, everyone go. Oh, this is mad. Hey. Oh.
I don't think you're going to be able to do this with your phone right now.
Well, I'm gonna try. Can you make sure that she's not gonna get choked? I'm watching. You definitely have to have the rope. Vita, get with the program. Everyone is going that way and you're getting left behind. All right, I'm gonna go too, and I hope you follow. All right, everybody's roped. Let's go. We're taking you to a new pasture, everyone, and you're gonna love it. It's very jungly, very, very cool, and there is a lot of food for all of y'all to eat there. So let's go. The jungle is calling, and you look like you are ready to go. You look like you just came from the pits of the jungle. Why so much resistance? Thank you. You are definitely your mother's daughter. God help us with this new one. Alanis, you're actually staying out here. You already made it to your destination. We need you to munch and clear this path and that path that we already walked down. That's your job. Everybody has a job. Everybody's got a horse. Everybody's got a horse. Everybody's got a horse.
Ultimately, this pasture was always meant for the goats and the sheep. It's much too weedy to keep the cows on it for too long. But before bringing in the goats and sheep, the plan was to let the cows graze whatever grass there is first and flatten down some of the brush for the goats to then come in and clean it all up. It was a fine idea and worked beautifully for the most part. But as it turned out, it wasn't actually the best situation for Blanca, the new mother.
So how does it feel to have pretty much the whole farm fenced?
There are few things more satisfying in this life of ours than seeing animals where they're supposed to be, eating fresh green foliage. Where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to be doing, contained effectively, happy. We've got horse, we got cows, we got goats in the background. Really only like one part left to fence, so it's really exciting.
Y'all ready to go on a little adventure? A little walk to where you're gonna spend the day? Why are you still bleeding out of your vajayjay? You had that baby, what, like?
Almost 2 weeks ago.
I was about to say a week ago. It's been 2 weeks.
Come on.
Look what you did.
Come on, Blanca. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, girl.
Vamos.
Come on.
My God, that's a lot of blood.
Come on, Blanca.
Whew, Lord. Farm life. There's always stuff going on.
Come on.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
We're not going very far today. Let's go.
Oh, wow. She is she might need to just stay in the barn, actually. Poor thing.
The first call.
She seems like she's about to like fall over.
Mm-hmm. Hola, Neji, ¿cómo está?
Bien,
Todo bien. Una pregunta, ¿don Juan está ahí?
andamos aquí en San Vito, pero ahorita como a las 10 un poquito vamos para la casa.
Ah, ok. Es que quería ver si él podía visitar. Es que Blanca parece como un poco debilitada. Y está
Bueno,
como...
entonces, cuando llegamos, yo le digo, lo iremos a hacer para que él vaya.
Ok, ok.
Y con Diego, ahí está Diego también, te para que con Diego.
Ah, ok, perfecto.
Sí, bueno.
Solo me avisa y yo estoy ahí esperando en la portón.
Está bien.
Ok, gracias. Bueno. Just keep her in here for now, I guess.
Change of plans, Blanca. We're gonna let you stay here today.
When a cow freshens or starts producing milk after calving, her energy demands skyrocket, which means her nutrition demands also skyrocket. It was definitely a rookie mistake on my part to put her into that new weedy pasture only a couple weeks after calving. There was simply not enough nutrition in there to meet her needs. I realized this as soon as I saw how skinny she looked that morning. And when she stumbled out of the barn, I knew we had to take action. I separated Luna from her and made sure she had plenty of feed and water. While waiting for our neighbors to arrive, I called our vet tech friend who lives in our neighborhood, and he said he had one bottle of IV drip serum that was specifically designed to revive struggling postpartum cows, and he showed up within the hour to help administer it. The serum, along with some special minerals and a rest day in the barn with plenty of high-quality forage and TLC, brought Blanca's energy back, and I could tell she would be good to go by morning.
Buen trabajo, Beto.
Sí, mucha piedra, ¿no? Piedra, raíz, de todo sale.
As y'all know, water, moving water, is a big thing around here, and a huge part of our work on the farm is directing that moving water so that it doesn't just pool up and create huge mud pits, and so that it doesn't run places where we don't want it running. So all along this farm path, there are many, many mud pits, and Beto is helping us to dig zanjas or drains so that it doesn't pool up so much on the path. So this is awesome. Very, very needed. All this water runs down from the mountain and it comes right out this gate. And so this has been a real problem area, but we're gonna have this water now shooting off over there.
Desde que esa sangre la está afectando.
This is our relatively new partition in the pasture. As you can see, animals haven't been able to get over there. The grass is super tall. But I closed it off because I am trying to build a little pine forest. Small little
Pine forest?
Yeah, in this little section.
You mean pine trees?
Pine trees,
grow
just
in Costa
like-
Rica?
Just like North Kakalaki.
Is this because
Where
you
we
miss
come
North
from.
Carolina?
Well, I
Trying to
do
make
love
yourself
me
feel
some
more
pine
at home.
trees. I do love me some Carolina, but pine trees are really good at holding the soil, preventing erosion. And this whole hillside in the past has kind of sloughed off and gone down the mountain. So this section is kind of shady. It doesn't grow really great grass. You wouldn't know that right now because there haven't been animals in months here, so all the grass has grown, but it's not, as you can see over there, it's not super grassy. So I figured here would be a good place to plant some pine trees, hold the soil, prevent further erosion.
So yeah, this is a beautiful pasture that we haven't taken you into yet. This is, I forgot about this. This is actually one area that we haven't shown at all in any of our episodes. I forget about it because, yeah, we haven't had our animals over here in a while, so there hasn't been much reason to come over here, but it's so nice. It's so shady and beautiful. There's nice rocks to sit on in here. I really need to remember this. This is like a meditation spot. Like, why not come out here and sit on these rocks and take in this view?
Get this one. Hasn't grown a single millimeter.
What you talking about?
This one.
Why ain't you growing? Little pine tree
Can I see to it? It's definitely not going to grow with that.
where there's plenty of sunshine in the morning and God knows there's plenty of rain, so I don't know why you looking like that. What? How the fuck is it crispy and dry like that? Doesn't make any sense.
Good. What happens when you die? Shrivel up into a crisp. All right, here's the best one.
Wow, okay.
So what?
Here we go.
angle do you need for lighting? So the part that I'm most interested in with pine trees is the fact that they produce a resin that is highly medicinal, and you can distill that resin. You kind of tap the tree like as if it was a maple tree for syrup, and the resin oozes out. You can use that resin directly for wounds and wound care. Or you can distill it and it turns the resin into essentially like an essential oil called turpentine. Turpentine has been used forever. You may think of it as paint thinner. However, it's like full of terpenes and medicinal components that make it antifungal, antibacterial,
Antiviral.
yeah. And I mean, if you think about it, it's the tree's defense system. So when it gets a wound, it emits this resin and that covers the gash, and it prevents fungus and bacteria from entering the tree. So we can use that to take care of the animals. You can use it as an anti-parasite, wound, anti-infective. It's got a ton of uses, so that's what I'm most interested in having pine trees for.
Cool. So yeah, y'all, one day, probably years and years from now, the way it's going, decades from now, this will be a little pine forest, and we'll be able to make our own turpentine.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yep. Now it's time for cooking with Cecilia. We are in the kitchen with Mom, and when she's here, she always makes really, really yummy food, and she's Cuban, so she knows a lot of traditional Cuban foods. And today she's gonna be teaching us how to make arroz con pollo, which is chicken and rice in the traditional Cuban way. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. I'm so excited. So take it away, Mom.
Well, hello again. I'm Mom, and I will be making arroz con pollo, which is something I grew up eating, very familiar with. I can make it with my eyes closed. Of course, I'm always telling people how easy it is, and they're like, but it really is easy. All you need is right here, and it's just in one pot. The ingredients I'm gonna be using are onions, garlic, pepper, the chicken, seasoning, little tomato sauce, and then of course the rice. And what we'll do is very simple. I'll walk you through it. You adjust the seasoning. I'm making a lot more chicken. This is actually an onion and a half. You can use just one onion. I use more garlic because, again, we're Cuban and Italian, so we use a lot of garlic. We love garlic. But you can use any seasoning that you may like a little bit more. Adjust to it. That's fine. We're going to start with sauteing the Holy Trinity here. The onions. Okay. Onion. Garlic. And the pepper. On high, it boils. You're gonna bring it down between medium low, cover it, and let it sit there for 45 minutes, and let it do its thing, and it's cooked. It's done. There's nothing else. This is not brain surgery, guys. It's real easy, real good. Fills your tummy. It's awesome for you. It'll cure all diseases. So later we will show you the finished product, and we hope you enjoy it. Have a wonderful day.
Can't wait for dinner. So it wasn't part of the spoken agreement, but in return for our neighbor's help, we are about to help their cow get pregnant. So they've brought her over to go and pay a visit to our bull and get fucked. So that's what we're about to do. As we mentioned, with having a female cow, there are many benefits. You get lots and lots of milk for years and more baby cows. But when you have a male cow, everybody just wants to use that bull as a stud. And so we have a bull, and sometimes people around the neighborhood who don't have a bull and don't want to have a bull for obvious reasons come over and bring their cows, and we help them get pregnant so that they can have more cows. Our one bull, Caramello, is about to have his day made. He doesn't know this is coming. He's gonna be very happy. And so are you, I hope. Hope you enjoy what's about to happen to you. Everybody's coming out to see it. We're all very, very excited for some sexual performance. Let's go. Maybe y'all will be able to see it from way down there if you go all the way to the bottom of your pasture. Wow, look at her running. She wants it. She is excited. I heard her moaning and screaming as soon as she showed up to our property at the gate. The girl needs some attention. We all do sometimes. Fortunately, there's community. We help each other out. Watch, he will waste no time. He smells her and he... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all thought I was about to show you that in the vlog? No way! It's just a little bit too much. So, if you're curious to see some cows getting it on, then go support us on Ghost and you will get access to this hot, steamy, deleted scene, as well as many others that are just a little bit too much for our general audience. That poor girl, Estrella, that's her first time. She ain't got a damn clue what's about to happen to her body over the next 9 months and 10 days.
if she'll get pregnant. She's had a hard time. with it.
Oh,
That's why she's back here, because we tried a month ago
oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
and she didn't get pregnant. So
Okay. Well, hopefully this time. But she definitely seemed to really enjoy herself. So, again, if you want to see what just happened and who wouldn't, ghost. These are takiski plants. Takiski is the local word for a root vegetable that's also called malanga. I think it's more commonly called malanga. And it's kind of like yuca, but when you cook it, it just kind of like turns into mash, like a puree. And we eat it sometimes, and we have these plants everywhere. There's another one right there. There's another one over there. Huge one. And pretty sure people keep these all over the world as houseplants called elephant ears. But we are gonna try for the first time to actually dig these up and harvest them and see what's down there, because these plants are huge and they're kind of in the way, and curiosity is killing us. Look at this.
Look at the size of that thing.
Take a close-up look at it, at the veins and stuff. It's such a beautiful and impressive plant.
Cockfight.
Oh, Quinn's going to bust it up. He's like, ladies, there's enough of me to go around. No need to fight. I hear and see some crunching. It sounds like
you see some crunching.
I do. Sounds like roots breaking off of big giant tubers. I'm fully prepared to be disappointed here. The malanga that you buy at the market or get from other farmers around here can be huge, but I'm not necessarily expecting.
I just wonder how big those plants are.
There's got to be something down there,
Yeah.
though.
Oh, there's a little piece.
That's just a very,
Eureka.
the very tip of one, but it is a piece of malanga. Okay. There's another piece. I don't know how to dig these root vegetables up yet without like chopping them up
Yeah.
with the shovel.
Wow, yeah. And there's another one at the bottom, looks like.
There could be a lot in here, really. That's like, I don't know how.
Is that a vegetable?
Is that?
No. It's just
Oh, that's a piece of flor de tavo.
something.
Oh,
New leaves come up in the middle,
right.
and then they split open, and a new leaf comes out of that one, and that just keeps happening.
Wow.
So like, you see how this is folded up?
Yeah.
That's because this was inside of here.
Okay.
And so once
That's
this
why it's
leaf gets
different
mature,
color
then it
here.
splits open, and then this one comes out, and then that's gonna happen to this one too. And so they just start like, they will continue to do that forever.
Continuous leaf production. Look at that.
It's really fascinating. I've done no research on that. I just
See this chicken's ass?
I try not to look at their asses.
What's wrong with it?
Uh-oh. Really?
Yeah. It's like, looks like it's like prolapse or something.
Oh,
Is that the
big egg.
maybe the chicken that you were talking about the other day, Mom? That you had such a disgusting experience with?
Oh,
Which one?
See her ass? It's got a messy ass.
brown one. That brown one.
Oh God.
Oh, I don't know.
Baboon
No.
ass.
No, it was one of the smaller ones, one of these. But I did see a nasty looking butt like that.
She got something wrong.
Yeah, that is not good. It's the best one I've found yet. Doesn't that look yummy?
Oh, yeah. Very appetizing.
Mm. Gonna eat that for dinner tonight. Let's see what else is down here. This is plant number 2. Oh, I see another one. See some pink. Hear that?
Yep.
It's a malanga.
There you go.
Got another
That's
one.
the best one yet.
Look at this one.
Wow.
Nice.
Delicious.
There you go.
All right, now I'm motivated.
Slow.
Oh yeah. Surprisingly difficult to find with the camera, but there it is. I love their feet. How they just dangle down. Oh, I lost it. There you are.
Surprised a little lamb can hold it.
I know.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much floating in the air.
Right.
Also, I can see that its tail has been chopped off.
Oh yeah.
It's got a stub tail. You've been through some shit, buddy.
He probably dropped it.
You drop your tail because someone grabbed it? Don't go back. It's all good, Mugu. It's all safe. No reason to panic. Another food that we just have growing naturally around here in the same area is passion fruit. This is a passion fruit flower. That's how they start, and then they develop into this. Here we call it maracuya. So this is like a seed pod. Well, it's a fruit. And yeah, it's full of seeds, has a hard shell, and inside is this really tart but really delicious goo that is so good. I just like to spoon it out, but also it's great for making treats like desserts. So not a bad harvest. That's a pretty good bit of yummy looking malanga, and then 2 maracuya, 2 passion fruit as a surprise bonus. I'll take it.
Yesterday, when we were harvesting takiski, aka malanga, in the chicken yard, I looked over and noticed that this little girl had something very serious happening in her butt region. Her cloaca appears to be prolapsed. It looks like a big, gnarly hemorrhoid coming out of her booty.
She
Her
basically
cloaca.
pooped her butthole
So-
out, or she laid an egg that was too big and it like inverted her butthole.
Birds have one hole in which everything comes out of: eggs, poop, pee.
Semen. It's called a cloaca.
Well, semen doesn't come out of her. That's
No,
the
but
roosters.
roosters have cloacas too.
So, yeah, she maybe was constipated, maybe had too big of an egg, maybe has a parasite. There could be a lot of reasons, but we cleaned it out yesterday and pushed the tissue back in, but the minute she pooped, it came back out. So I'm gonna head to the vet in a little bit and get an anti-inflammatory, is what we were recommended by our friend. So as we told you this morning, you never know what's gonna happen on a farm day. So Blanca woke up kind of sickly, and we took care of that. And while our vet friend was here, he suggested I go get her some anti-inflammatories. So
And
we're
she's
gonna-
in this cage because we were told that the biggest threat in this situation is the other chickens pecking the raw tissue and pulling her intestines out.
chickens are ruthless and brutal, just straight up dinosaurs.
Nature is metal.
So yeah, we have her separated from everyone else in Lupe's old cage, giving her food and water, and I'll be adding the medicine to her food when I get back later. And hope for the best. It's not much more we can do, but hopefully she'll survive.
We didn't think we were going to have very much to show you in this episode, but pretty much all of this just started happening today. So you really, when you wake up in farm life, you have no idea what is actually going to happen. So we hope you enjoyed watching this episode. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Is it though?
The jury is still out, but we'll keep telling ourselves that.
Thanks for watching.
Everything is fine.
Yum. It's good.
So here it is, arroz con pollo. If you have never had it, you can get the recipe and try it yourself in our ghost post. But also you could come to Costa Rica and it's served in pretty much any soda or local restaurant.
You won't find it as good as this one though.
Right, because it's not Cuban. Everyone's technique is of course a little bit different, but I love it.
I remember one time Mommy made this for one of my classes, remember? In school, like grade school or something.
Yeah.
A little bit messed with it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because they were having different foods from different countries. And I knew this would feed a lot, and it was easy. You know, you gotta make.
Yeah, it's one of those dishes that like you don't understand like how can it be so good because it's just
Chicken and rice.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it is.
Something
And
about that flavor.
I think it's because the rice cooks with the chicken.